You shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up?
They do a very good job of being like bickering a brother and sister.
Oh, yeah.
But also they're like way too old.
Yeah.
That's like how like 10-year-olds would act towards each other. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome back to another episode of Pineapple and Lemon.
Yes.
Woo.
I'm excited today. You know why?
Why? Why are we excited? What's happening?
We're doing a great TV show.
Are we?
We're doing a funny comedy TV show that's Canadian.
Woo, even better.
Like us.
Yeah.
For those of you that haven't heard of this TV show, it is called...
Not Degrassi.
No, but you can check that video out if you want to hear more of our thoughts on that.
Yes, we have done Degrassi, so don't say we didn't.
But the Canadian TV show we're doing today...
Not Kim's Convenience. That'll be another time.
But the show we're doing today...
Today!
is Schitt's Creek.
Woo!
One of the most notable Canadian TV shows to come out probably in recent years, I would say.
Yes.
This show really blew up. It did extremely well
Mhm.
in terms of like accolades. It was well received and people find it very funny.
Yes.
And I agree with that.
Yes.
This is created by Dan Levy and his dad Eugene Levy is in it. They're pretty well-known actors, especially now. But also Catherine O'Hara plays the mom in this.
Yeah.
She and Eugene Levy have done a few comedies in the past before, so they have a really good working relationship together. And then Alexis is played by Annie Murphy, who I didn't know before the show, but I think she's getting a lot more work now because of it.
Yeah, she is.
For those of you that have maybe never heard of Schitt's Creek, I'll give you the synopsis. After being a victim of fraud, Johnny Rose and his family go from extremely wealthy to penniless overnight. The only asset left to them is a small, unsophisticated town called Schitt's Creek. They relocate there. Culture shock ensues. What a strange synopsis. So pretty much this is a story of a very wealthy family that now has no money.
Yes.
And it's kind of a fish...
Nim, do you want to run the show today?
Hello. It's very much a fish out of water type story because it's these people that are used to a life of luxury and now they have to go to a small town that doesn't have a lot of the things that they're used to.
And they have to work.
They do have to
Yes.
work. They just rented this house for this one day just to shoot these scenes.
Yeah, right?
My very soul has been kidnapped. There's no ransom.
The Moira Rose voice, I think,
Yeah,
has
honestly.
become a top tier impersonation now for people to do.
I do like that, like, the theme song is, like, short. It's not really anything. It's like, here's the title and let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm of two minds about theme songs because I do really like them when they're like good.
When they're good. But then
I
there's
do-
sometimes where they're just, like, way too long.
Yeah.
You shut up.
You shut up.
You shut up?
You.
They do a very good job of being like bickering a brother and sister.
Oh, yeah.
But also they're like way too old.
Yeah.
That's like
To
how
do
like
this.
10-year-olds would act towards each other.
Oh, I think that's kind of like what they're trying to do.
Oh,
show,
yeah.
though, that, like, you know, some rich people are, like, so in their own little world.
Well, if you want to talk about another show about rich people in their own world, Arrested Development,
True.
I think this has a lot of the same kind of like roots as they do, but in Arrested Development, they are despicable people and they don't really learn.
Yeah.
Whereas in this show, they do learn.
Mm-hmm.
A ball in the land down under. Ever want to ride a kangaroo? Make it.
Ever want to ride a kangaroo?
All day, every day.
Would you be allowed to ride a kangaroo?
No!
What is that commercial?
Well, the thing is, we won't be watching a lot of television, but...
When was the last time you flipped through channels?
Yeah, honestly. I have not done that in a while.
No.
we have some serious unpacking to do,
Oh,
if you don't mind.
sure.
I would not be able to handle Roland.
Nope.
Be way too much for me.
It's a lot of patience.
Yeah.
I need that bed.
I love David has the leather jacket on, but also like shorts.
His whole fashion is just something so wonky and interesting.
I love that he and Moira have like a black and white combo thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're both into that.
Yeah.
Abandons her family in some vomit-soaked dump to gallivant around the world.
His body movement.
It's just so sassy.
that he could potentially see himself considering saying I love you at some point, sometime soon.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I'm telling
I
you.
like that they're not like completely oblivious. David's like, no, that's like ridiculous what you just said.
Like they're dumb, but they're not that dumb.
No.
You get murdered first. Beat it. You get murdered first.
That's the can I start drinking now? It's 5 somewhere, right?
Roland, could you get the out?
Both of them gasped.
Alexis, what's going on with you?
Considering they have no money, they go out to eat quite a bit.
Right? You just have a tab, I think.
Yeah.
I'll pay you eventually.
Yeah. We own the town, so, you know.
The world is falling apart around us, Tron, and I'm dying inside.
Do you think those menus are big enough?
I think they could be bigger.
Take up the whole table. You can't tell me otherwise that Catherine O'Hara is not a national treasure.
Honestly, I just don't know how they did this without laughing their
Oh,
asses
they're
off.
professionals.
Before it gets dark, my son is afraid of moths.
What kind of run-in did David have with moths?
I would love that flashback.
Is it because he wears a lot of like silk?
Ooh, maybe.
David, could you help me with the doors?
It's air drying.
Pick up a hammer and nail this coffin shut.
A little bit of dramatic.
It's like your normal drama is a 5, they turned it to a 20. They're like, let's make the stakes even higher.
My hair's air drying.
It needs to air dry.
And then he put a hat on.
Kids, we just came in to say goodnight and to remind you.
Wearing a freaking blazer
With a brooch.
to bed.
You're going through something.
Yeah, way to make your point, David.
Great point.
Let's all pray we don't wake up.
That's it. All right, we're going on to episode 2.
There's a whole Ebenezer Scrooge thing happening.
What a deep pull there, David.
Actually, now that I think about it, where are those friends?
They're giving me space right now.
Oh, right.
You know when you're going through a terrible time in your life and you just want some space from your friends? No support whatsoever.
Yeah, I just want to be alone.
Yes.
We're willing to settle for what we paid for it. More if we can get it, but definitely.
I guess I never really understood that you could like own a town.
Right?
How that all works.
I feel like that's like really old school though.
Yeah.
But there's a tailgate party later.
There really are a lot of like small towns like this in Ontario
Mm-hmm.
where all you do is go and party.
Yeah.
'Cause there's really nothing else to do in the
Yeah.
town.
Sure. Why don't you come over tonight and pick it up?
No.
I know it's his whole character, but literally I'd be like banging my head against the wall trying to talk to
Honestly.
him.
Right?
Following in the game, but leading in the dance.
This analogy is working great.
It just keeps going. You think he's
Yep.
gonna stop talking, but then he just keeps talking.
The businessman himself.
Don't be modest. This is 100% you and only you.
Moira sang this line with that giant necklace. Just adds so much more to her character.
Yeah.
I know it's got to be in here.
Is his hand in the fondue?
Yep.
Wouldn't it be burning?
Yep.
That is good.
I believe you were saying.
Pepperettes in a glass.
Classy.
Oh, cheese whiz on the table.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever gone to a keg party before?
Nope.
Went to
We-
like a Christmas party a couple years back.
With a
Like
keg?
yeah, they had a keg. The family does it every year.
I've gotten the like mini ones before
Mm-hmm.
and done that.
I'm gonna need a stiff drink to get through this. Stiff.
Beer.
And beer.
Or
Maybe?
beer.
Yeah.
Slapping.
I won't.
Slapping like a.
Finish it off with a smile.
Wow.
Or am I?
Eugene Levy doesn't have to say anything. His eyebrows can just communicate for him.
Oh my god, those caterpillars.
But everything, it's just playing on his face.
I wonder if he has insurance on those.
Maybe. But they do grow back, so can you insure something that grows back?
But they're so bushy.
So?
Do you imagine if something happened and he did not have eyebrows? It would take a while for them to come back.
Yeah, but they would come
Stick-ons?
back. You know, it's not-
CGI.
Yeah.
Green screen.
We fix it up bit by bit.
I gotta put
vest on.
my night vest on before I go to bed.
First 2 episodes of Schitt's Creek.
They really have to set up the premise here and introduce everybody.
We still haven't met everybody yet.
Not
though.
everybody, but like the main crew.
The main people,
for like
yeah.
the next season at least. But they really do keep it pretty much the main core group of characters throughout. There's a few people that get added on.
But yeah, I would say it's probably one of the few shows where like you're for the whole series, season over season, it's the main core people.
Yeah.
You have some people come in and go for like a couple episodes here and there, but you don't really lose any of the main people.
And it ran for 6 seasons, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. But I think there's something to be said too about how there's not as many 20-minute TV shows on these days that get as well received. So I think this show did a lot for that, where it was still like tightly written and funny, but within that 20-minute format.
Yeah, a lot of shows now are like, unless they get like that immediate cult following, they're done after a season.
Especially for something that is like Canadian made on like CBC, like a specific, channel.
Yeah.
And I think it got some life breathed into it when it got put on like Netflix and other streaming.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's when a lot of people started watching it. But even just to have word of mouth of it being worth it to start watching off cable, like to start from that, I think that says a lot about the show and how people really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's one that, because the episodes are so short, you can just throw it on and have it on the background while you go and do something else.
Yeah, but even that, it's again like so short that it's like I can take 20 minutes and just watch an episode.
Yeah,
it's not taking up too much of my brain space if I want to just sit down and watch an episode.
Well, especially with them only being like, I feel like you almost accomplish a bit more when the episodes are 20 minutes. You feel like you've watched more of a season than like, when a series is like 10, 13 episodes at an hour long, and you're just sitting there and you spend your entire day and you've only really watched like 4 episodes and you're like, oh.
And you have to be tight in your comedy. Like it has to be well written in order to really hit well, because
and delivered too.
You only have so much time. And I think like Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara did a lot of improv comedy.
Yes.
They were in like Waiting for Guffman and like Best in Show and stuff like that, where you're on the spot and you just have to come up with something funny. So I'm sure watching any behind the scenes of the show, they probably were trying to make each other laugh a lot of the time.
Oh, 100%.
And there's scenes when you're watching and you see like David will like cover his mouth because he's like trying not to laugh.
Yeah. With this one, it just seemed that they all very much enjoyed doing it, and it wasn't work. It was more like a project of joy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they definitely had a lot of fun with it, which I think is why it was so successful.
And I think we were talking to you about how the characters develop as the show goes on. And I think that gives you a lot as an actor, where you kind of start here, but you can end up somewhere else. And it lets you explore different paths and try to find your own way of how to make the character. And I do think watching like this episode to the last episode, you see the big character arcs that happen with them.
Oh, 100%. Like when we watched those first 2 episodes, it was my first time rewatching it.
Oh yeah.
And so being it's like, oh wow.
Yeah, it's
like it's night and day almost. Like they definitely did a very good job about giving them growth opportunities.
I think it's a recommend from both of us.
Yes, definitely recommend it. Watch it. Let us know your thoughts.
If you've seen the show, if you maybe check out the first few episodes, let us know what you think about it. And maybe we'll watch more in the future if people want to hear. Thank you so much for watching with us.
It's been a blast and a half.
Had a really good time.
As always.
You could like this video.
Or subscribe, even better.
If you want to see something for us to watch in the future, like a movie or a TV show, please let us know in the comments.
And we'll get on that right away for you.
Yeah.
Woohoo!